What's going on, guys? It's a beautiful day here in Tennessee. You can just look, clouds in the skies. It's probably like mid 80s, beautiful. But it just made me think about, being outside, being young when you was a kid. When I was a kid, we used to roll down hills in tires. Those were good years. Alright guys, what's going on? I want to give you an update, for any of you guys that follow along for the lawn stuff or just like to see some results before and after. I did a video a week after I shot this yard. Now I use DRIV XLR8, which is just quinclorac. And what it did is it looks like you'll see some Dallas grass there with the purple leaves, and right over here is some that's still green. It's kind of weird, but you look up through there and you see, it fried the crabgrass. I think some Bermuda it did, hit a little bit, because let me tell you, just as quick as it got cool, and look at that patch of crabgrass gone, just as quick as it got cool and the grass greened up, it warmed back up and we didn't get any rain whatsoever. Now we're almost in a drought and everything's dry as a bone. So what's left in this yard, as far as I can see, is just Bermuda and Dallas grass. The Bermuda is what I wanted to stay in here. I wanted to get rid of the crabgrass. I wanted to see how that worked. Not to say that every little piece of it's probably gone, but most of it is. You can see big areas where the crabgrass is just disintegrated. It's just turned into nothing. That's why when some people say, well, if you sprayed my yard for weeds, I wouldn't have nothing left. Well, that's it. I guarantee those yards are going to be a nightmare to mow. But you got a big patch of Dallas grass right here, and it's like it turned them purple and suppressed it a little bit, which it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have affected it any, but it did. And I don't know if that's a matter of heat and the heat and the quinclorac. I really don't know. But this is a 2-week update on the DRIV XLR8 side. All right, and this is 2 weeks after the Tenacity. Really not a lot of difference from 1 week. Kind of like the other one. You got this big old patch of crabgrass, but it's still kicking. So what's weird is you can see, this dark is fescue, that's fescue, all that light crap is Bermuda, and it's everywhere. It should be white like that. It's almost like when I mixed it, it didn't mix up good and everything was in the bottom of the tank, and the only thing that got it mixed up was this. That's the same Bermuda as the rest of the yard. So again, we got struck by heat and no rain. I got, some of these weeds have died out, but for the biggest part, the Tenacity didn't do nothing over here. I think it may have been a mixing thing on my part. So what I'm gonna do, since I still got a couple of weeks, is I'm going to mix it up again, spray it again, and see how that works. If something dies out, I'm gonna be putting new seed down anyway, so no big deal. But it did get rid of some crabgrass over here, you can see. But there's still so much that it just whitened a little bit, and that was it. The quinclorac just fried it, and that's what I was wanting over here. But I started on the side of the house and went down, and it's like almost like it just wasn't mixed up good. So it could have been the applicator's fault, it could have been my fault. And if it is, we'll see, because I'm going to mix it up again. I'll mix it good, and this time to see how everything goes. But so far, I'm more happy with this side, which Bermuda, I think, is a lot easier to deal with in the summertime than fescue. But we'll see. So that's my 2-week update, and I'll show you what happens next.